Hello, everyone, and good evening to all you UGC fans out there. Welcome back to UGC Overwatch Season 16. We are bringing you Week 3 of UGC Overwatch. Super excited to be here. My name is Guthix, and I'm joined in my casting booth here with LordThEthan, or just Ethan. Ethan, haven't casted with you in a while. Pleasure to be casting with you once again.
I am so excited to be here, Guthix. Thank you so much for the warm introduction. It's nice to be back here just for UGC in general. I've been waiting over the summer with bated breath during the off season, and man, what a match for me to return to as well. You've got the top two teams, if I'm correct, Guthix, in our NA Intermediate division going head to head tonight. And from what I've seen and heard, both of these teams, particularly HOTSOUP, going up against Quetzalcoatl, which is Imperial Phoenix. Both of these teams are really, really strong, and HOTSOUP in particular has had a really great first showing, just demonstrating total prowess over the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Since there is no Premier League for UGC Season 16, these two are the cream of the crop, top of the tower for Intermediate, and the top two teams for, well, I guess all of UGC. You know, top of the Intermediate, that's as high as it goes. Number 1 and number 2. I'm already expecting for some close Overwatch action, and, well, maybe it'll go the distance, Ethan.
I'm hoping that it does, because actually, you know, for me, it's an improvement. But a change for UGC League this season is that matches are now best of 5 instead of best of 3. So good for me, because that means I get to watch a little bit more Overwatch, and especially, you know, it's good Overwatch that thrills me. And that's the kind of Overwatch that we're going to expect to see from these teams. The cool thing as well, Guthix, is just the state of the game as it currently is now means that we could see any myriad of compositions run between both these squads. Now, you know, is our control point map, especially starting here on Nepal Village, is that going to be dominated by mostly Brawl comp? Well, sure, but a lot of different looks are viable right now, and so as the teams form their composition, look, you got this rush comp that that HOTSOUP is going for, and a double bubble kind of composition going to be emerging from Quetzalcoatl.
Well, Quetzalcoatl also going to be playing the Pharah Mercy. Phoenix rocking the Mercy, and Gabe over on the Pharah. We'll have to see if they can get it done with that as we get underway in our first map here of Nepal. I'll be on the play-by-play while Ethan colors it up. Both these teams Gabe out on the first attack. Gabe looking to apply pressure somewhere. Gonna be teleporting underneath straight onto the point for HOTSOUP. 360 pops that shield up, and Suz gets the car wash set up on the point with those turrets. John trying to build up that ultimate, already low, has to get healed by Pleb. Kind of awkward position to walk in here. Nice anti-nade by Pleb though. Point control's gonna go over to HOTSOUP. They have a really nice position. Nice teleport up onto the high ground, takes out Pleb. And with the Ana gone, the rest of the tank line is going to fall very quickly. John very dangerously low. Pleb gets the res off right before the spawn point. Shillelagh gets a headshot on Valerie. Pleb though back in the fight. They're gonna have the nano boots here. Now they're going after Pleb once again. He has to get away. It's not going to. He falls once again. Gabe finds kill on Suz though. And now John gets it. Gets another kill on iHorseface. Garage doesn't get anything though. John so close to the primal range. Gets killed before it. A very long team fight and a very nice res by Phoenix once again. John has a primal rage, extra health, dives in, gets Shillelagh, and he's just trying to clean it up right now. Pulse Bomb comes out, gets the Diva mech from Speedy Monkey. And a long team fight, 55%, and climbing still with the stalls. Probably around 60% here. Finally, it's going to be flipped over to Quetzalcoatl.
Yeah, that really is a long team fight, but it's not a war of attrition, right? Because you've got picks that strongly favor HOTSOUP here, and also just the natural advantage that they have going on these aggressive teleport plays, especially looking to thwart Pleb out of the positions they're maintaining. Now, with Horseface going down, things might look a little bit grim, but that doesn't mean the team is not going to push here, and they're going to initiate with Blizzard.
Well, Blizzard's going to be only on one half of the point, not going to cover at all. John, playing on the opposite side, takes out Suz. And Gabe got that early kill, Ethan, onto the Baptiste, onto Horseface. And then it was just all downhill from there.
You really can't push in on that, and really that was an opportunity to get some ults out of Imperial Phoenix Quetzalcoatl. They didn't end up getting that though, so ultimately that's kind of a fight loss. But you do get Hatcher to get a little bit closer to that sound barrier, which they're gonna need for whatever. Oh no! The team fight begins and ends as soon as it starts. There, Gabe with a barrage. They catch 3. They saw the teleport coming from a mile away, or however long this map might be, and it rewards them with a team kill. Oh my goodness.
Oh wow, I mean, you had to assume Gabe had the barrage when he teleported in. He positioned himself perfectly. He saw where the teleporter was. Barrage was just disastrous there. Now you're pushing in last team fight. You're walking into double support ults and the pulse bomb. Shillelagh opens it up, gets a headshot on Valerie. Gabe takes out Horseface once again. Point's gonna flip over though. Now John takes out Suz. A sleepy Reinhardt 360 on the point. Shatter comes out, doesn't get anything though. Diva Bomb being tossed in. Catches no one as well. Support ults don't get, or the tank ults don't get anything. And it's just gonna be clean up for Quetzalcoatl. They're gonna flip it back over. A key flip though, Ethan. Gonna allow HOTSOUP to get one last push in.
Yeah, this is gonna be real last team fight territory. You've got John on the Winston on a, I think it was a 16 kill streak. That's insane. This tank just is not dying, and part of it is the attention being given from Phoenix and Pleb here. Oh my goodness. Guthix, I think it's over.
Well, he's very predictable with his teleporters. You've gone to the same place every single time. First one was Gabe with Barrage, just take everyone out. And there's another one, taking out 2 more. Just takes out the rest of the team of HOTSOUP. And then Valerie with the pulse bomb. 84% to 100%. Very nice comeback back from Quetzalcoatl. They kept their cool and take this first round on Nepal.
And I mean, you know, I said that it was an inherent advantage, right? An edge, if you will, on the sword being wielded by HOTSOUP, being able to use the teleporter as the mobility cooldown that it is, right? The problem though is, again, it's a sword. There's 2 sides to it, and right now it's really blowing up in the face of HOTSOUP. Quetzalcoatl, they're being responsive to the way that the teleporter is being used, right? And it's you know, I would even say it's less predictability and more that when you play teams of these calibers, the response is going to be lightning quick. They're going to know what is happening when it happens instead of a couple of seconds afterwards. So that's going to be something to keep an eye on from Quetzalcoatl, is just how quickly they're able to respond to the shenanigans that HOTSOUP is looking to accomplish.
Well, there's some new shenanigans now for HOTSOUP, switching it up, playing the Ball Diva instead. Suz gets taken out by John. And then Gabe takes out Horseface. It's going to be in the favor of Quetzalcoatl right now. They should be able to take control at this point. Have to be careful though. Shillelagh switch over to the fair, trying to meet Gabe in the sky, and does. Gabe though gets one final kill on Speedy Monkey. Resurrection bring back Speedy Monkey. Suz takes out Phoenix. Benstraw taking out Shillelagh. That's going to give control of the point to Quetzalcoatl. I wouldn't be surprised if it gets flipped very soon here, as they are favored HOTSOUP in this team fight. John dangerously low, has to get the healing from Pleb, but Pleb being under attack by Suz. Looking for a pulse bomb by Valerie, doesn't get anything. Now Suz has it, doesn't need it though, takes out John. Again, a very long team fight, Ethan, and some very nice stalls coming out from the side of Quetzalcoatl.
Yeah, and some nice wall tech as well from 360 there. Gabe ends up picking Shillelagh out of the fight as well, and Suz is taken out by the mirror. So DPS, oh, what? The sleep on Gabe?
Yeah, sleep came out on Gabe right in mid barrage. Doesn't get any value. But while Gabe was taking a power nap, Valerie is up and at him early in the morning. Gets 2 kills. Turn the momentum back in the fight. And the long team fight and stalls, HOTSOUP couldn't get the kills. And they now have control of the point. And very, very solid with the double support ults.
This is a really interesting look from the composition that Quetzalcoatl is running. The dive composition actually playing out almost more like a brawl against this disruption comp. And Shillelagh is able to open up this fight with the barrage here. It's going to elicit the bomb from Bendy Straw, but I don't think that'll get anything.
Now Suz picks up 2. They're going to be in favor for his team fight. They have to clean this up quickly, though. Suz takes out Phoenix. Gabe still on the prowl. Takes out Shillelagh. Counterpart falls to Hatcher. And the stall coming more in by John. John also has a primer raise. They're going to stall this all the way to 99%. And Valor takes out 360. That's going to be 1. Looking for the post bomb kill. Doesn't get it though. Diva bomb coming in. Nice. Takes out John. Gabe has rejoined the fight. And Mercy from Phoenix unable to get to safety to Gabe. Still a long team fight. They had to clean it up. Taking out Gabe's gonna be a start. Have to take out Bendy Straw and Valerie. They are next on the chopping block, but they are just being a little too quick for them. Finally, the point was so top. See, and resources were used. A lot.
Yeah, 99 seconds of just straight fighting and then some. And you have the pulse bomb and the minefield coming out. Lots of explosions going to be used here for HOTSOUP defending this objective. But here's the issue. The longer this team fight goes on, the more at an advantage Quetzalcoatl ends up being. These fights need to resolve quickly. The picks need to come in here from HOTSOUP in order to justify them running this disruption comp. Either that or they need to use the disruption to deny picks like they just did onto John there. Horseface finding the final blow, and 360 using the minefield just to get Ana, to get Pleb out of the fight. That's massive. That is a fight win for Quetzalcoatl, and that's how they need to play this comp.
Well, Ana for Pleb is the sole target that can just get dove on and get taken out. Gonna give the nano to Shillelagh. I'm not sure why. I'm pretty sure the team fight was won.
Yeah, you hear the disdain in my voice.
Yeah, I heard your groan. Just like, oh, I don't know that one, but Shillelagh takes out Valerie, the nice stagger kill right at the end. And Pleb's the key part, right? If you take out Pleb on the Ana, then John doesn't have the healing. You're looking for Phoenix with the res, and that's exactly what 360 is looking for on the prowl here. Rolling around. Doesn't get caught out though. Gonna be rolling through. Barrage from Shillelagh over on top right. Gets nothing. Instead, 2 direct rockets by Gabe to the face. Diva bomb by Bendy Straw. Just to get a remake. Post bomb missed by Suz. Instead, he bites the dust. Gets taken out by John. It's going inside of Quetzalcoatl. Barrage by Gabe. Inside Horseface. Beating Monkey on the point. Trying to get it done, but Gabe gets resurrected. That's not who you want to see. 99%. It's just going to be Suz and 360. 360 falls. Suz next on the list to get taken out. Stall's coming out for my Horseface. Gets back on the Lucio. But that's going to do it for Nepal. Imperial Phoenix Quetzalcoatl walk away with this 2-0 win.
And that is really advantageous here, Guthix. You always want to start these series at a map advantage, getting that early point and building up some momentum coming into this. This is going to be the teleport in from HOTSOUP and Gabe responding. Look at that. These high-level teams, what they do is they see what happens when it happens, and that's really, those are the best players on the competitive ladder, and the best players in these lobbies are the ones who stay adaptable, stay responsive. Gabe being fluid not only with the movement but the way that they use their utilities and their abilities. Sorry, I'm thinking about Valor. The way that they use their abilities, you know, not in reaction to what HOTSOUP is doing, but rather it just in cruel and cold and calculated response to what HOTSOUP.
Yeah, I mean, Gabe walked away with a play of the game. However, what I'm pointing out though, from the support side of Phoenix, outstanding support. Picking up 29 defense assists, 53% of the eliminations from that whole map in Nepal. Wouldn't get Gabe, needs that support from Phoenix, and Phoenix showed with the very nice reses. In that first long team fight on the first round in Nepal, gave those 2 reses, one on John, one on Pleb. Honestly, kept them in the team fight, and pretty good stuff there.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And you had mentioned Guthix that that Pleb was kind of the win condition for HOTSOUP, the lose condition for Quetzalcoatl. Saying that if you can get Pleb on the Ana out of those fights, then you're sitting on a pretty hefty advantage in those. And that's what the minefield from 360 at around 20% there on Nepal Shrine was intended for. Ultimately what you also do as HOTSOUP when you go in for the dive or the commitment of resources onto Pleb is you end up diverting the attention that Phoenix is able to offer from the rest of their team as well, right? Suddenly Gabe is without the pocket, Bendy Straw has to go in alone, Valerie unable to anchor to the supports who are both under fire, right? So again, I'm looking at this disruption comp from HOTSOUP, and bold of me to imagine that I could play any of these heroes any better, right? But again, the issue for me is that the level of responsiveness that we're seeing from Quetzalcoatl, I feel like is actually it kind of backfiring for HOTSOUP. I don't anticipate that to be a prevailing theme of this series, though. As we head into Watchpoint Gibraltar, this is where Quetzalcoatl's dive comp is really going to become strong, and I think that we're probably going to have to see the mirror from HOTSOUP in response.
Well, you can keep the dive comp with the Winston Diva. We already saw how good John's is on the Winston. Very, very nice Winston. Big plays coming out on Nepal. But you could switch over to like a double bubble composition. Have Benny Straw play the Zarya instead. So, not sure if that's in their lineup. We'll just have to see. A big difference in the Nepal was John on the Winston and then 360 on the ball, on the Hammond. A little more, I don't know, how would you say, survivability. Survivability by the Winston is just better from than the ball. But well, I don't know what we're seeing here. Are we seeing this pull hook combo on the side of
Yeah, I said earlier that we could see all kinds of colors coming out from either of these teams, that everything is kind of viable, everything is kind of playable, but I didn't think that Quetzalcoatl would take that to heart here. Running this Frankenstein composition with Valerie on the Symmetra, definitely going to be seeing some creative teleport strats emerging from Quetzalcoatl. First teleport taking them onto the high ground, but I think that it might just be a diversion. Maybe it's a bait on Pleb. Pleb walked through it and now has to sleep 360, but is getting dove by Shillelagh as well.
I can't believe Pleb got out of it. He teleported, went through, tried to get him on the high ground, a nice position, but Shillelagh and 360 just waved at him, kind of did a peekaboo, like, hello, we're right here. Base barely gets out with their life, has the support from the team as they walk in, and now they're on the attack. Gabe gets the sticky bomb onto Hatcher, and John gets the kill on IOR space. Full supports out of the fight, no yelling for the rest of this team fight. Suz gets taken out by Gabe, and they should be able to push this cart almost all the way to point A, honestly.
You win the team fight, then you play the objective, right? And that's going to be the designation for this dive composition that Quetzalcoatl is running, honestly, pretty close to flawlessly right now. They've sent HOTSOUP kind of on the run, but we are going to see a recontest from them. There's one more fight left for this first point.
They're going to be engaging right here. Nice anti-nade up on the high ground. Shillelagh needs to try to find Gabe on the Echo. Nano Monkey, though, up on top left where the whole team is. HOTSOUP is not having a good time. And Gabe is going crazy with the kills on the Echo copy. Gonna build the Diva Bomb. Don't even need to use it. Could just pop it on the card, he does. And they're gonna capture point A with ease. 4 minutes and 45 seconds.
I mean, Guthix, how do you feel in your comp games if you capture point A on Watchpoint Gibraltar of all maps with 440 in the time bank, right? You're feeling pretty good, pretty confident, especially with some ultimates coming up. Valerie's going to use the pulse bomb there. Doesn't get anything, but that doesn't matter. You're going to have that ult back in a matter of minutes.
Yeah, and they almost had a transcendence, but I don't know what you even use it for. Well, you're gonna use it right now, but John takes out 2 early. You maybe were trying to save them. Horseface takes out Valerie. The one kind of like piece of this puzzle though is this Ashe that I just don't understand. I mean, you're playing into Echo, but you're also playing into a Tracer from Valerie. McCree might just be a better pick, so you can deal with both the DPS.
It's a really interesting observation there, Guthix, and really, you know, you've got that one-shot potential on Shillelagh on the Tracer, as well as the sniping potential that you can use to get Gabe out of the fight. Gabe, who's in duplicate form right now, is going to lob the bomb onto the high ground and clear HOTSOUP off of it. They're going to have to contest the objective here, and a second bomb deployed in the rocket ship as well. I don't know if things will stabilize here for HOTSOUP, though, Guthix.
I don't know, but Phoenix gets the rest back onto Pleb. Pleb get close to that nano boost. Could be altered this team fight. He has it. Phoenix dangerously low, gets taken out by Speedy Monkey. They pop the nano. They might commit here, but the spawn are close. They are going to try and win this team fight. John gets the nano boost, has the primal rage as well. But the rest of the team falling on the point, and with the spawns so close, they're going to commit more resources. Valerie and John, Monkey and the Tracer, Transcendence on straight onto the point. That's going to be nice support coming out from Zenyatta. Mines in the backfield trying to single off Flip, but on the high ground is very safe. 360 though, get it done. Takes out 2 and Shillelagh takes that counter point. Finally, they're going to get a hold here. Not allow the cap onto point B just yet.
You might want to look at that and, you know, say that that's stabilization at a hefty cost, but honestly, now you have the advantage, or the opportunity rather, to stymie Quetzalcoatl on this streets phase. Setting up staging here on the rocket ship is a good start for that. Suz on the Ashe, I don't necessarily have a problem with, because you got the coach gun to disengage from there, and again, you've got that one-shot potential on Valerie, and also you can dual Gabe in the air. You end up having to play the Ashe because if you're getting dove, you're not going to get peel from these tanks, and I think that that's really the big disadvantage that HOTSOUP is playing into here. Is it's all engagement and no anchoring that we're seeing from them, except for now they're staging and anchoring to the rocket ship, and it's really playing out for them as well. You saw that pick onto John from the whip shot from Hatcher, who's now got the rally, and they're able to quickly disengage from the rocket and, you know, go to the point if they need be. This is a really advantageous position that HOTSOUP is playing right now, but they have to play correctly in order to maintain their presence here.
Horseface snuck in that Discord orb, Ethan, right before the bubble, and then it was all clean sailing from there. John just got his lights knocked right out. Gonna push in here though. Bob coming out though. I think it still made it out. Yeah, but it's in the corner. Not in the best position though. Suz falls for it. Shillelagh now looking for a target with the pulse bomb. Try and find a good position here. Phoenix pops the Valkyrie, keep everyone healthy. Clip has a nail boost again. Echo copied by Gabe. It's all good cards coming out on the table by Quetzalcoatl with the Diva Bomb. Catches out Shillelagh. Valley takes out Suz. And it's going to be in favor for Quetzalcoatl. Red in the kill feed. Mines on the cart's going to be a little awkward, but nothing that they can't deal with. They're going to roll into point B, trying to cross the finish line and finish this map with 2 minutes to do so.
You know, you always hear the call in your solo queue ranks games to always, you know, you want to ult first. Let's ult first and we win. Ult first, right? And honestly, it's a little naive to say something like that. It's a little myopic. Oh god, look at 360 getting melted there. Holy moly.
That focus team does a lot.
No, it's crazy. You saw how ulting first here from HOTSOUP ended up working against them, and ulting first is going to be what John is going to do with the Primal Rage, and it's actually going to elicit Horseface to use the Transcendence. So look at that. That's a massive advantage that you're now playing into if you're Quetzalcoatl.
Oh, Horseface had to pop the Transcendence, use it to escape. Hatcher got anti-nade by Pleb. Let's been landing some very nice anti-nades.
Yeah.
This entire match. They're gonna pop the nano, trying to find some more kills. High Horseface though gets the snipe onto Pleb, and Phoenix gone. Hatcher, there's just some stagger kills coming out, but there's the spawn advantage for the defenders.
Yeah, and only 60 seconds in the time bank for the attackers as well. Now you've got Bendy Straw armed with the with the bomb, and Gabe is going to be coming up close on the duplicate as well. You're playing against the pulse bomb from Shillelagh and as well the bomb from Speedy Monkey. But again, these fights is not going to be determined by who ults first. It's going to be determined by who ults better. And so far, a lot of that what we've been seeing is from Quetzalcoatl.
So far, we have to see if Bendy Straw finds the opening. Shillelagh has a post bomb looking for a target. They're gonna pop in the bomb.
Man.
Edie
Now that-
Monkey fine too.
Now
That's
that is
the case
ulting
of
better.
ulti first. Yeah,
Yeah,
ulti first and ulti better.
That's right, that's right. That was a massive bomb. And the bubble from John that he had deployed ended up, you know, bursting just a little bit too soon. So much damage. We got a rally that Hatcher is going to be using, but the question from me, Guthix, is it going to sustain the team for long enough? Remember, the longer these team fights play out, I think the better advantage Quetzalcoatl has.
Suz almost has the bob. They're gonna drop the mine on the point. Diva bomb coming out from Bendy Straw, looking for anything. Doesn't get
Nice
anything. Valerie gets out, takes out High Horseface. That's a start. Then falls to the mine. Bob coming out right onto the high ground. Not kind of in an awkward position, gets out there. John takes out Hatcher, one support gone. High Horseface trying to build to a transcendent. Phoenix reses Valerie, then gets taken out. No supports on the side of Quetzalcoatl. Only have the cart healing, but they're getting the kills instead. Gabe picking up 3, bringing the momentum back. Hatcher coming out on the side. This is the hardest part of the map to try close it out before the stall comes out. It's gonna be about Shillelagh touch A first, and Suz switch over to Torbjorn, but he's not gonna do it. They're gonna finish it, Ethan, with no time in the time bank. But they finished the entire map, and that definitely means something.
Yeah, no, that's totally fine, Guthix, because that's the win condition, right? All you gotta do is finish the map. On escort maps, you can full hold with 4 minutes, or you can push it all the way to the very end with the minute starting and then just the overtime wick never burning out, right? And so for Quetzalcoatl, they've met their win condition, and now HOTSOUP is represented with what I think is going to play out to be an arduous task of pushing the point all the way to the very end. I'm curious to see whether or not they sit on this disruption composition. There's a lot less disruption being made on their ends and a lot more disruption being made in the midst of their formation here. So far I've disagreed a little bit with how they're staging some of these fights, and I think that with them playing a little bit more reliable kind of 6-man dive zombie comp here, I think that that's going to play out a little bit more to the way that they're wanting to play, right? And so this is a brilliant adaptation that I think we're going to see from HOTSOUP, and I think that it's going to reward them with all 3 points of capture. Again, these are high-level teams. This is high-level Overwatch. I mean, what are you looking at as far as averages go here, Guthix? You're looking at 3,900, 38 maybe at worst. Okay, yeah.
39,
yeah.
4,000 probably.
So you know that these games are going to turn on a dime. There's no overwhelming weakness or insurmountable strength here from either of these teams. It's just really well-played Overwatch.
Everyone got so low from stickies by Gabe. Dangerous low. They were able to get healed up by High Horseface. Speedy Monkey gets de-mech. They're trying to play this rush composition with the Reaper and the Sim. 360 anti-nade though. These anti-nades coming out from Pleb are insane, Ethan. They're just hitting the right targets, and then the rest of the team able to focus them down. Sus takes out Valerie though, but you have a Mercy from Phoenix. That's gonna be a safe and easy res. It's gonna come out right now, and well, you have all 6 once again, and 1 minute is taken off the clock.
Yeah, did I say that there was an insurmountable strength or no insurmountable strength? There's actually no need to look further than this duo, Gabe and Phoenix, taking the skies and just being able to rain down damage. There's another teleporter. Gabe doesn't take advantage of it, really, just because they don't need to. They got the focus beam kill onto Suz and are going to be able to use the duplicate whenever they want, but they probably won't have to use it this fight. They still do. Ha!
Well, they're going to use it. I mean, Gabe can build up a duplicate very, very quickly.
Yeah.
I think, Ethan, Quetzalcoatl has figured out the sim teleport strat, and we're seeing us switch off of the sim. So
You
they're gonna go a different route.
you think they've connected the dots there? You think they've
I think
figured
so. Yeah, 3 times to be exact. They're
Yeah,
gonna be trying with something else though. They're gonna be pushing in. Hatcher gets anti but drops the beat to give everyone the extra healing they need. John has a primal rage with the nano boost. Try and find 8 kills. Bendy Straw takes out Hatcher, and Gabe again with the focus beam starts it off. High horse face though with the coalescence, gonna push out of the corner. 360 with the extra healing and damage coming from the coalescence. Takes out 2. This could be the momentum switch that they need to actually get this cart rolling. It's gonna be Phoenix and Gabe way high in the air, way in the back behind the cart. They're just gonna be ignored, and they're gonna be focusing on the front side thing. HOTSOUP trying to find kills in the front line. 360 uses primal rage, knocking people around. Gabe, the silent killer from the back, untouched, comes back in, takes out Shillelagh. Cart is still moving though, and Phoenix, a very nice res coming on John to rejoin the fight. Probably build primal rage in this fight. 360 though, taking out Flip. Now Sus takes out Phoenix. Diva Bomb on the card, gets nothing. Spreads them thin though, and Gabe and Benny Straw doing their magic. Who needs supports anyway, Ethan, when you could just kill the entire team?
Oh man, that's absolutely brutal. Gabe is a pathogen in the mid lines of HOTSOUP right now. You saw the aggression that we were seeing, the engage from 360 and Speedy Monkey onto the catwalk just above the final point for this first objective. And Gabe, you know, just pays him no mind. Says, I don't need to burn down the tanks. I'll just deal with the squishies, the supports, and the DPS, and go from there. You have Shillelagh falling first in that fight. And they had the Death Blossom as well. We're gonna have to see ults emerge from HOTSOUP here, but hard when you die to a Diva Bomb.
Yeah, you don't have the Death Blossom in this fight out either. Getting Diva Bomb in by Speedy Monkey, finds nothing. Phoenix dangerously low. Coalescence by our space. That's going to be an ultimate they need to get it done here. Dodges the pulse bomb. Now horse space in the pickle. Dangerous has to get back the cart. It's gonna be Bendy Straw dangerously low. The Monkey 360 gets slapped by Flab. A very nice sleep. Death Blossom on the cart takes out Bendy Straw, zone everyone off a bit. Rez coming out from Phoenix gets it onto Bendy Straw. Remake kills Hatcher. That's gonna be a start. They need to try to close this one out. Overtime has been triggered. HOTSOUP trying to find the kills to push it into A, but here comes Gabe from the top, from the railings. Gets taken out by horse face. It's going to be HOTSOUP all in the kill feed. They should be able to clean this one up and get that extra time, but not before a very nice defense from Quetzalcoatl on A.
That was perfect. That was, and here's the thing, right? That's all you needed to do. Just capture first point. 360 finding the melee finish on the pleb. That's a stagger elimination. You're going to be able to find a lot more. I want to postulate something here, Guthix, and you know, with a special lens on 360 here, as 360 ends up falling in the fight. That's a little unfortunate. Team 5 might break out here, but I think it's gonna, if it does, it's gonna resolve quickly in the favor of Quetzalcoatl. Yeah.
Yep. There's not much of a team fight here. There's 2 stagger kills. Now the rest of the team, Quetzalcoatl, is gonna find the rest of HOTSOUP, and they're gonna have to they have to regroup here. You can't give up these stagger kills in more time. The tanks are saying done.
Oh, there's no
and they
way.
get taken out. 360 gets taken out again.
Yeah,
they have to wait.
No, Guthix, I mean, you saw how long Hatcher and Speedy Monkey lingered there, right? Around that mini pack, just past that first corner, those crates. You disengage as soon as you lose 360, you get out of there, because 360 is your main tank. And we saw the reason why that first point fight ended so favorably for them is because you have 360 setting the terms of these engagements here. Not going greedy for picks or anything like that, just being able to create that space that the team can capitalize on. As bombs go back and forth, Horseface is going to succumb to the damage from one, but point presence is being maintained here by HOTSOUP. Guthix, I think that this might end up playing out more favorably for them if 360 can live.
Well, both supports got taken out early. Now 360 falls, just as you say. It was important for him to live.
No.
John takes him out, and now he's in the back line along with Gabe. Takes out Hatcher. So, momentum was switched. Clem and Phoenix got taken out early in that long team fight, but then they couldn't capitalize it. We've seen a big difference here between these two teams, Ethan. Imperial Phoenix Quetzalcoatl has been super great at finding kills or playing safe when the both supports are gone when they get taken out. They've seen that, and that's been a big difference maker. Blossom up on the high ground, looking for anything, doesn't get it. Hatcher and iHorseface using both support also try to push this to point B. Shillelagh gets the D-Mech on the bendy straw. Full spawn by Sus gets nothing. 360 wins some 1v1 fight against John and finds another onto Pleb. Phoenix solo support here. Maybe he's going to fall as well, and does. Bendy straw gets the D-Mech, but pops the ult for the remech, and Valerie and Gabe, the DPS, line up, cleaning up, trying to turn it and win Watchpoint Gibraltar, and it looks like they're going to do just that, as it's just going to be Suz on the point, and now iHorseface going to fall very quickly. 360 with a Primal Rage. It's not going to last that long. He should be taken out soon, and just like that, a very nice, strong defense, and we are sitting at the edge of match point, Ethan, for Quetzalcoatl.
Yeah, I mean, this is a tough matchup for HOTSOUP, and you know, I want to throw out a disclaimer there. You've heard my derision, you heard my disdain on Nepal for the misuse. I think it was of the nano boost from HOTSOUP. You know, I've talked a little bit about you know how brutally they're failing in some of these regards, and I don't of approaching HOTSOUP's performance from the perspective that I am is just because there's a systematic approach that you have to take to Quetzalcoatl, and they just unfortunately haven't figured it out. And, you know, honestly, Guthix, neither have I. Look at this. You've got to burn through the tanks before you can get to the squishies, right? If you go on the dive onto Gabe or Pleb or Phoenix, then you're going to get a dive either onto your own backlines. Hatcher and Horseface will suffer for it, or you're just going to get surrounded by the members of Quetzalcoatl and separated from your supports, from Hatcher and Horseface, and you won't be able to accomplish anything. You won't be able to burn through those tanks. And it's very difficult to get through the tanks while the supports are alive, right? So you want to go after the supports, but the supports are getting so much peel. Pleb and Phoenix are staying alive because of the proactiveness that we're seeing from Bendy, Straw, and John. Their aggression being rewarded in that regard, and also Gabe and Valerie are just a lethal DPS duo. How do you, Guthix, if you are HOTSOUP, how do you approach Quetzalcoatl? It's not going to be by playing perfectly. It's going to be exploiting mistakes from Quetzalcoatl, and they're just not making a lot of those right now.
No, Quetzalcoatl is not making a lot of mistakes whatsoever, and I mean, when they find the supports, it's the DPS and tanks, they just play super aggressive. They're very good at focusing down targets. We're seeing a lot of that. And then when you find Pleb, Phoenix is being very good at just solo healing, finds the res on Pleb later, last minute, gets him back into the team fight. Phoenix definitely doing a lot of stuff on the support line. Of course, Gabe getting tons of kills. That's obvious. Picking up play the game on map 1 and map 2. And now going to map 3, when we go, we're going to Eichenwald, and well, we saw a great Pharah from Gabe.
Oh yeah.
On map 1 Nepal, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see a Pharah here on map number 3 of Eichenwald. The Quetzalcoatl Nake on their on death's door for HOTSOUP. Try and pick up their 3rd win. Both these teams come in 2-0, and both these teams do a great job working very hard. And well, Ethan, I'm sure their energy is definitely low. Maybe go for something to eat in. Well, perfect time to mention our sponsor here, as UGC Season 16 is fueled by Vite Ramen, the high-protein meal that does it all. If you want to go to shop.viteramen.com/UGC, you can use our promo code UGC at checkout, as you see in the screen. Get 10% off your order when you use our code UGC. Go ahead, get some bite ramen, and enjoy some Overwatch while you're at it too.
Oh man, Guthix, my tummy was making the rumblies before this match even started, and now it's gonna be all my mic picks up. Yeah, absolutely check out Bite Ramen. Delectable stuff, and also just a little bit healthier approach to the what is the Maruchan, the ramen noodles. Again, the disruption comp emerging from. Oh, okay. Maybe I shouldn't talk so soon. Valor getting picked out first in the fight. That's really good for HOTSOUP. But they are running this disruption comp, and I want to see it work for them. I need to see it work here on Eichenwald, or else they might as well just be running a dive double bubble kind of poke composition. I think would end up favoring them more. But you know, Guthix, let's see. We've got our cards on the table. I need to see the ace deployed here from HOTSOUP.
Well, it's going to be eyes in the sky for Shillelagh and Gabe. Gabe wins the 1v1 instead. Now Pleb gets taken out by 360. A key part here. Pleb out of the fight. And when Pleb's gone, the DPS step it up. Valerie and Gabe finds the kills. And Phoenix sneaks in that res. I was just talking about this. And like, well, that's exactly what happens. And it's going to Quetzalcoatl. They're going to cap this point in the first team fight and get this card moving and grooving through street space. 5 minutes and 30 seconds in their time bank to get this card moving. I mean, what more can you say, Ethan? It's just...
You're sitting pretty comfy on that objective if you're Quetzalcoatl. I reiterate the same point I made on Watchpoint Gibraltar. Them having that luxurious, generous time bank to work with there. You know, Guthix, as I talk about the systematic approach that needs to be taken from HOTSOUP in terms of dismantling the composition, one piece at a time from Quetzalcoatl. Quetzalcoatl is doing the same thing to HOTSOUP. You see them falling apart at the seams one by one, and Shillelagh might find these opening picks, but Gabe in the sky, that's the ace, and the snake eyes, those are Gabe's eyes, and they're just finding damage after damage, pick after pick here. The bomb is going to go up onto the high ground, but the barrage is really the thing that, oh wow, yeah. No, neither of those find value actually.
No, now the res coming out on side. Horse face is going to be horse face game. Res dangerously low is getting tackled down by John. Just followed them all the way to his death once again. Jumps out of there, not going to be able to get res, and John takes out Speedy Monkey. You know, John on the Winston's doing a lot of good work as well. Finds some big opening picks. Taking space, allowing Gabe and Valerie to do what they do best on the CTS side.
The minefields come out here as well. This is not a situation you want to see, by the way. If you're a high-level team, you do not want to see these, you know, those 6 little check marks all sitting there for so long. And the minefields don't get value here, Guthix.
No, they don't get any value here. They're going to drop the nano onto Shillelagh. Not going to use the barrage. Yeah, he needs to get out of there. Hatcher try and keep everyone up. Gets the res onto iHorseface. Suz takes out Pleb with the post bomb. Speedy Monkey takes out John. And they're just in better position here. And unless Phoenix reses Pleb once again. Diva Bomb coming in over top. Touches out Pleb again. No! Pleb just going. Honestly, if I'm on either side, you just get taken out left and right, get resurrected back, and then well, just going right back to the spawn point by either a monkey or a Diva Bomb. Could be either one. And it's just not a good day.
Well, you know, something I tell my support players, Guthix, is, you know, sometimes playing support just means doing as much as you can before you invariably die, because you're gonna die. Who is also gonna die is Shillelagh here, going for a gutsy barrage, gonna get thwarted and shut down there by Bendystraw, who ends up committing the bomb, but I think it's just a remake.
Oh, it's gonna be costly here. Res, Hatcher gets a res off the cliff, but just gonna be more alt charge for the side of Quetzalcoatl. Nothing's gonna come out. That Suz takes out Pleb on the Ana, but this match it's really been the Pharaohs the star of the show. It's really been Phoenix that's been stepping up here on this match.
Yeah, because look at that, they bring Pleb back into the fight for, you know, probably the dozenth time there. And now both teams are at full strength fighting here on the bridge.
Yeah, Gabe switches over.
Oh!
It's on the Echo now instead of the Pharaoh. Takes out one of the post bomb with the Tracer. Now they're looking at cleaning up here. It's going to be Speedy Monkey and 360. Sus back in the fight. The spawns are going to be coming out here. 360 gets focus beamed down by Gabe. It's going to be Hatcher and Sus that pull. It's Shillelagh. Valerie cleans it up. Picks up 3. And they're going to be going into the castle. I like this switch for Gabe. And lots of switches coming out from HOTSOUP, Ethan.
Yeah, it's I think it's about time as well, because Guthix, the question that I was going to pose to you is, you know, maybe it's just me being a support main, but, you know, I'm looking at this and I'm like, we've got to protect our supports for HOTSOUP, and I think finally there's been the adjustment to that. It's going to start with the Nano being applied to 360, but the Lucio, it doesn't, they're still not going to be able to attain much space. Oh, they do get Phoenix and John, actually, so this is big winnable here for HOTSOUP.
Very winnable. 360 is anti. He only has Lucio. He also has to be careful.
Yeah.
As High Horse Face falls. Switch over to the Baptiste now. Immortality feels super important here. Now they're in a better position, but Valerie... Ooh, I like this. Switch over to the Reaper in these inside maps.
Yeah, this is a much better composition, partially because you are on the third point of Icon Vault, right? This is the comp that you run. Nice pick from Shillelagh there. They're opening up all of these fights, but look at this. Oh, Phoenix gets punished for the revive as well. The aggression really enabled by Hatcher.
That was really smart of HOTSOUP, actually. They got the early pick. Now they're being super aggressive, and Speedy Monkey and 360 able to get some staggered kills. I really like that play, though. They knew they got the early pick. They have the Mercy from Phoenix. They're going to try res it so they keep going. Instead, they just walk out, catches Phoenix sleeping. Well, Resi, more like it. And able to win that team fight. Both Demon Bombs coming over at the top. Takes out one on each side. Clever and Sus. They'll be gone. Phoenix on the mortar. And now Solar Healing Shatter catches one on the ground. Just gonna be Valerie. Gate uses the duplicate. Gets the McCree. Looking for another high noon. Doesn't get any more. Valerie does pick off 360. More support changes. Pleb switch over to the Lucio now. Valerie with the Reaper, Wrecky Ham gets killed. And Speedy Monkey, and we're rallying the corner, Ethan.
Yeah, I like this zombie comp approach now, running the 6-man. The beat, however, is going to drop on the side of HOTSOUP. So now with the speed amp and the extra HP, 360 runs into the midline of Quetzalcoatl. It's rewarded with a pick on the Phoenix. That's a good start, but we've got to have a clean finish as well.
No, it's not going to be a clean finish. It's going to be HOTSOUP picking up the kills. Gabe trying to turn the momentum once again. But 360 on the Reinhardt. Picks up 3 in the total team fight. Very nice for HOTSOUP. 30 seconds remaining. And plenty of ultimates, especially Shillelagh's Blizzard. That one can close it out here.
Enemy contact.
Yeah, and so, you know, this is real last team fight territory with this composition, these ults, starting with a high noon from Sus. You've got the Blizzard from Shillelagh as well, the D-Mech onto Bendy Straw because of the high noon coming out from Sus on the Cowboy. This is a really good position that HOTSOUP is playing into, but now you've got Gabe on the Sombra looking to touch the objective, and is going to deep cloak there.
They're going to be able to touch it here, but now they can't walk through the Blizzard. Reaper just gets pinned right before the shatter by 360. Gets the supports in the back line. Diva Bomb on the cart. That should keep everyone up, and it's HOTSOUP now has the chance to win on Eichenwald. Very nice pin by 360, and very nice play by him on the Rhino.
The words of the wise man on the mountain saying, behold the speck, I'm sorry, the log in your own eye before observing the speck in your brother's, right? And you know, that's a really weird way of saying, I think that the swap in the composition, helping us to enable each other is really what is benefiting HOTSOUP here. Guthix, I think that we just needed to meet I think that we needed to deny our lose condition if we're HOTSOUP, rather than try and attain the lose condition on the side of Quetzalcoatl. Because you want to pick pleb out of the fight, right? Guthix, you and I have, you know, already talked to, you know, a little bit about how, you know, if you can get pleb out, then you can win that. So you're running the disruption composition, but it's not working because your lose condition is also being met by Quetzalcoatl diving your backlines. I think that by, you know, by removing the log from our eyes, we're able to see, and maybe I'm wrong, Guthix, but I feel like as a support player, I'm looking at this and I'm like, if we can just keep our supports alive, then we win these. And I think that that's something HOTSOUP is catching on to. Now, being able to see clearly, they're on this rush oh no. No.
No, they'll switch about. They'll switch back.
Oh, thank goodness.
You stick with a rush comp, just like you're saying.
It's their only shot, Guthix.
Yeah, you stick with a rush comp playing super close. They're gonna bring out the ferret though, just for this first point, I assume, to pressure, find some, well, maybe not Hatcher, or switch to take it with a Lucio. No, they're gonna stick with this rush comp. They're gonna try to go forward here, all together as a team and be aggressive. Gabe trying to find skills in the backline though. They're gonna walk upstairs. Wait till the speed boost is ready by Hatcher to go in quickly right onto point. Rotate all the way around. Anti-nade though by Pleb hits 2. iHorse face has to drop the immortality field so everyone stays alive. They're in a tight room though over in the end. It's kind of an awkward position right now. A whole minute to take just to get this rotation. They haven't found any kills yet either. Pleb takes out 360 and now Sus falls. Everyone's so low on the side. Quetzalcoatl, John very close to being dead. Speedy Monkey takes him out. It is swingable and the spawns are an advantage for HOTSOUP. Shillelagh takes out Valerie. That's going to be another one. And 360 has rejoined the fight. He's going to take out Pleb here. Unless it gets pocketed by Phoenix. Nano Boost being used by Gabe. They're going to try to re-gauge here. Gabe looking for a Diva Bomb. Trying to get one off before the freeze comes out. It does. Blizzard by Shillelagh. Doesn't get anyone really except Pleb. But great recontest. Big shatter gets 3 on the ground. It's enough to clean it up though. 360 takes out Valerie. But excellent recontest by Bendy Straw and Gabe. Only one dead and Valerie's going to be rejoining the fight. I mean, I think if Phoenix didn't get Pleb out of there and the Nano Boost onto Gabe didn't come out, that team fight would have gone differently.
And honestly, Guthix, I was looking at that from the perspective of 360, and I was like, honestly, like if I was playing Reinhardt, I would be so mad that Pleb did not die there.
Valerie had the post spawn, went in there, but didn't catch anyone, sneaking around a little bit. A very long rotation once again. Trying to speed back to take out Valerie. They're gonna walk right onto the point. Yep, they changed their mind. Now Diva Bomb coming out onto the point. It's going to be 360.
Does?
Trying to find anything. Sus gets taken out from the high noon, but iHorse face picks up 2. Can do some damage on the Baptiste as well as heal. Almost has that window. Gets taken out by Gabe though. Hatcher has to drop the beat to give everyone the extra heals to try and win this team fight. It's gonna be 360 though. Gets taken out by Valerie. With the Reinhardt gone and Gabe still in the fight. It's these 2 DPS though has been stepping up here.
Oh man,
another 6 filled up.
Yeah, and that is worth it. It's actually 66.7%. So if they didn't get, you know, down by 0.2%, they wouldn't have gotten that second tick. Guthix, put in an order of White Ramen for these kids, because I am not seeing the fuel in the tank here for HOTSOUP.
That's a good one. I really like that. They need some fuel. Definitely coming from White Ramen. They're gonna rotate this around. Opening pick on Phoenix, so there's no resurrection, so that's gonna be key here. They're gonna have to get it done with just Pleb. Ultimate's being used. Sus takes out John. Gonna be out of the fight permanently, but it's going to be the DPS once again. Valerie and Gabe finds 2 opening picks. Nothing's gonna come out of it. Sus, they do cap it. That's gonna be nice for 2 minutes and 30 seconds extra in the bank. There is hope yet for HOTSOUP. Well, I mean, a Diva Bomb by Bendy Straw takes out Shillelagh for taking out. They're trying to win this early team fight, which is just gonna cost some resources.
Well, yeah, they expend the bomb, and the primal rage isn't well, but all they're doing is helping to contribute to the ultimate advantage that that HOTSOUP is now sitting at. I suppose now you don't have, I mean, I suppose now you can build those ultimates up again, and you win this close fight, but that doesn't matter. The cart still is going to move to the gate, and the portcullis is going to open, revealing the streets phase of this objective, a harrowing endeavor, in my opinion, that HOTSOUP is going to have to incur. In fact, it might force swaps in their composition to play heroes who are capable of going up onto that high ground and contesting a little bit more, because mobility here is definitely going to favor Quetzalcoatl.
Valery's in the back line again, sneaking around, pulls bombs in, doesn't get anything though. Instead, 360 takes out John, and Suz takes out Phoenix, so it's going to be in the side of HOTSOUP. Gonna find 3. They're gained the momentum on their side. A minute and 15 seconds left. If they can win one more team fight, they'll get some more time in front of the castle.
Losing Hatcher is not really a good place to start. You do lob the Blizzard onto a demeched Bendy Star. You pick them out of the fight, and it looks like John slowed down enough that you could. The Shatter is actually used as well here. It rewards them with a pretty pleb, actually. So you get both supports down, one of them out of the fight. The beat is going to drop here. Guthix HOTSOUP is committing.
They are hot. They are committed, but they don't have the loose. High horse space. They need to get in a good position there with the window. Not in the best position. He's getting taken out by the Tracer. Valerie's kind of just trying to take him out, and now John joins him. It's going to be 30 seconds left, pushing in the last team fight. This is HOTSOUP's last opportunity.
And you wanted to win that. You wanted to win that fight, because now this is the last team fight territory. This is match point territory. If you lose this next fight, then you lose the match. And third point is the only objective that that Quetzalcoatl hasn't captured so far this series. You want to take this map from them, and it has to start here and now. But Shillelagh being the opening pick of this fight is not what you need.
No, it's not what you need. Diva Bomb coming over top. Takes out the immortality field. That's gonna be a nice showing by Valerie. They're gonna clean it up, and Imperial Phoenix Quetzalcoatl, they're gonna move to the top spot, going 3-0 in the series and pick up their 3rd win of the season. Wow, just honestly, both teams do it very well. Very close contested map every single time. Just a little more concise play from Imperial Phoenix. Nice play of the game by 360 though. Always love to see those Reinhardt plays by 360.
Guthix, I'm you know, honestly, I'm disappointed in a couple of ways. I'm not disappointed in HOTSOUP, for one. Just want to make that perfectly clear. I'm you know, honestly, I'm disappointed for them, because I did get to watch a little bit of their matchup in week 1, and honestly, they had such a dominant showing, such a strong start to the series, and you know, I really wanted to see that same kind of energy, that same kind of playmaking. Ultimately, I still got to see it, but it wasn't going to be from HOTSOUP. It was going to be from Quetzalcoatl, and you know, honestly, that leads me to a little more disappointment, is that we didn't get to go the full distance of this series. We didn't go to 5 maps, Guthix, as I hoped we would. Instead, we end up with an unceremonious finish for the win streak, at least so far, that HOTSOUP has been able to maintain up until this point. The win streak will continue for Quetzalcoatl, who played just marvelously during this series. And Guthix, I think you and I are in agreement here. If there's any one player in who performed, you know, just as marvelously, maybe just a little bit more, who would you say that is?
Oh, well, honestly, there's, you know, Gabe was doing great, but keeping the team alive when their support duo fell was Phoenix. Phoenix coming out on top of here for our MVP from our casting booth. Great support coming out from Phoenix. Mercy, those key resurrections, those just keeping the team alive. Big Valkyries. I don't know what else to say. I mean, not a lot of people see the supports doing what they're doing, and they don't know how important their defensive assists and also those resurrections from the Mercy. And Phoenix was doing it all. Phoenix was doing it all, and definitely one to consider.
The support within me is gleaming a little bit at at Phoenix being MVP. For this series so far. Just really well played. Like you said, not a lot of people always look at the support lines, but that's where a lot of the big plays are most set up. The nano onto the Reinhardt, the damage boost onto the stickies that land onto the teleporter and reward Gabe in the first fight in the opening 10 seconds of Watchpoint Gibraltar. Reward them with 55% ultimate to that duplicate. And so I'm in absolute agreement. Phoenix just really performing particularly well, and it looks like Guthix, correct me if I'm wrong, it looks like we actually will be able to do a brief interview with them too.
Yes, we don't do these as often here at UGC, but we're getting a great opportunity to interview Phoenix once we get them in here. I mean, moving forward, Ethan, Quetzalcoatl, definitely a scary team. They're very, very good just playing as a team. So very excited to see what they have to bring us in the rest of the season. So, but we have a great pleasure here to have Phoenix join us here for an interview. Phoenix, congratulations picking up most valuable player for this match and just outstanding performance on the support line.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that very much. So.
Yeah, as a Mercy main myself, I love seeing a Mercy, and she doesn't get that much love as often. But thank you for joining us here for this interview. Picking up this 3-0 win against HOTSOUP, was there ever a time that you guys felt like you might lose a map, or were you pretty confident going through this entire series?
I mean, we never go into games thinking that we're gonna roll or anything like that. This team was definitely very competitive and put us for a run for our money, and we made sure that we treated them with respect, and they definitely made us question some things on Gibraltar and for the third point of Eichenwald, so they were a good competitor.
That's awesome. Yes, being humble, and also GG's in the chat. Now, of course, Gabe, I don't know, yes, if you're really good friends, but Gabe definitely has a very nice Fair and Echo. Are you in Mercy jail for most of the time because of that?
Listen, our team, as you can see, very comfortable in dive.
Yes.
100% definitely in Mercy jail, but I don't mind it. My team hard carries me. If you cannot, we could talk about Gibraltar here. I'm pretty sure I had a lot of deaths. I don't even want to think about it, but my team recognizes that they can, see a time it to just roll a little bit, and I have very comfortable teammates on their rolls, and they just pop off. So I'm lucky to have them as a team.
That's awesome. Yeah, absolutely. Speaking about your team, is there anyone you would like to shout out to from your team, or managers or captains while you're here?
I mean, I can't just pick one of my teammates. They're all like a unit, and they're all. I would definitely shout them all out, but definitely shout out to our coaching staff and our managers, both Sick and Nurse. They work hard and help us with making sure that we are the best players we can possibly be.
Absolutely. Awesome. Yeah, behind the scenes people, shout out to all of them. Phoenix, congratulations for Quetzalcoatl, and we're saying that correctly, yeah?
As best as I can, yeah.
Okay, well, congratulations to Imperial Phoenix Quetzalcoatl with the win, moving to 3-0. One of the two teams still undefeated in the Intermediate League. Thank you so much for joining us, and good luck for the rest of your season.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
Of course. Awesome. That was Phoenix from Quetzalcoatl. Ethan, that's going to wrap us up here for week 3 of UGC.
Yeah, Guthix, it's not really often that we get to watch Overwatch gameplay that is not only responsive, but also decisive. And so, we got a real treat tonight getting to watch Quetzalcoatl's stunning victory over HOTSOUP, who, again, played as well as it seemed they could. But, I'm thinking about the interview with the Phoenix, respect to both teams. But unfortunately, like I said, didn't go quite the distance that we wanted. Ultimately, we'll call it after 3-0.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you everyone for joining us. This has been Ethan in the Cassie booth. Would you like to plug yours?
You know, actually, yeah, you can find me on Twitter at LordThEthan. That's Lord and then TheThan, like the Ethan, but you drop one of those E's. And also, you know, while you guys are on Twitch, head over to twitch.tv/ubuffaloesports. Drop a follow over there. I do casting production for our Overwatch varsity team over there, currently competing in Sunny League, and that's been a lot of fun, and definitely a lot more good Overwatch to catch over on that channel as well.
Awesome. I've been Guthix. You can follow me at Guthix Esports on my Twitter to keep up with all my casting gigs around the leagues and here for UGC Overwatch. That's going to do it for us here for week 3 of season 16. But we're bringing you more action every week, every Friday around 8:30 p.m. EST. So give us a follow here at our Twitch or over on our Twitter at UGC League to keep up with all of our announcements, matches, and all the fun stuff. So thank you everyone for joining us for tonight, and have a great rest of your evening and have a great weekend.